Hello, I'm Irene. Today I'm going to introduce my ideal coffee final presentation proposal. And to start with, let me introduce the abstract and the background of the coffee metaverse. And we recognize that the hardworking people of Hong Kong often depends on coffee as a daily essential, and despite their passion for coffee, they may not have sufficient time to learn more about it or participate in coffee workshops. So our objective is to let users to learn coffee culture and discover their ideal coffee and deepen their understanding of it. Also to enrich their coffee experience and add a touch of enjoyment to their busy days. Our target audience are busy Hong Kong citizens, casual coffee drinkers, coffee lovers in Hong Kong, and consumers. May we just take a look with the concept of metaverse. And we have services in the shopping mall in Hong Kong, which named Pacific Place. This is the center area of the Pacific Place. They have a pop-up shop event over there, and we would like to use it as our site reference. And also, it will be our location of coffee in the Air Metaverse. And here is the Pacific Place Mall, and here is the Metaverse entrance as well. And let's talk about the customer journey inside the Metaverse. And to begin with, it is from offline to online. And people can purchase the product in the shop and gain digital currency and join activities in virtual coffee pop-up. And after that, they can go to the virtual coffee metaverse, and they go to Pacific Place Mall Center area, open the Air apps and visit the coffee metaverse on mobile. And at the end, after finish all the activities in the metaverse, they can redeem the gift, and the gift can be redeemed by go back to the physical shop to redeem, and which is from online to offline again. And here's some of our few chat points, including the coffee information zone, rolling bean zone, breading coffee game, and workshop zone, and also farming. And let me introduce details of each zone will be introduced in good presentation PowerPoint, and I will focus in presenting the rolling bean game zone, which I spent some time studying in here. The rolling bean game zone. Before start, I would like to talk about the insight and opportunities that I find. And we recognize that since the hardworking people in Hong Kong often depends on coffee as their daily essential, and I believe this is our opportunities that we can use our platform to fill the educational gap and provide a valuable service to coffee enthusiasts at various levels. And we can make use of the metaverse, which is an ideal platform for sharing information universally. Its ability to transcend geographical and time constraints make it highly efficient and accessible to everyone, regardless of location or schedule. And based on the research and interview above, I have created a comprehensive personnel of coffee lovers and coffee drinkers. The personnel is they have the goal to make the work more efficient. They care about the healthy and want to get extra pleasure out of the boring routine. And they need to have fun experience and activities, and they want to enjoy the flavor of coffee correctly. However, there is some frustration with them since they don't have time for coffee activities, and many coffee knowledge is so complicated to understand. And with this personnel creation, I aim to develop an engaging and efficient roast coffee bean game. And I'm thinking of incorporate the gamification elements, and gamification which apply game-related element to long game contests have highly generate a high interest and is popular in many business domains. And in business, gamification has become a new way to increase the workforce efficiency or productivity, foster engagement and competition. And also when we incorporate features such as leaderboard and badge into an existing system, they engage users their motivations and enhancing their overall experience. So to gamify an experience successfully, I use the persona grid based on the research, and this enable a very deeper understanding of user lead, preference, and motivations, and help predict how they may interact with the system. And I make use of the personal information because this information is important for tailoring the gamification elements to the user's type. For example, some users thrive in a competitive environment with leaderboard and points, and I can enhance their experience by implementing game effect, slogans, leaderboard, and also reward in such cases. And let's talk about the main concept and objective of the game. The game aims to educate the user about the knowledge of rolling bean timing temperature. Either they can try rolling their own coffee beans in the game simulator, and user can experience the progress of rolling coffee bean. And they need to hit the code accurately and click on the correct temperature to roast the coffee bean. And player must also finish the game within a limited time and roast the perfect bean. And here is the score bar, the timer, and this is allowing the user to play or stop the game. And here is some game element. And also for the user journey map, and first you have to approach the code character here and click on this talking bubble, and the character will invite user to play the game. Players who are interested can click on the yes option, and at last the game screen will be open and kickstart to begin. And this is my first prototype and user interface flow with homepage, instruction page, game page, and with product education and redeem page, and the leaderboard page. And so in my second prototype with full graphical key visual, and in the home page you need to click on the start button to start the game, and later on with instruction page explaining the game rules in detail, and player enjoy the 16-minute second game time, hit the correct codes, and control temperature to roast the coffee bean. And after the game, the details of the coffee bean will be shown on the player mobile screen. Players can download the coffee bean coupon and redeem it in coffee shop. And players could check their scores and choose to play again. And the top 7 player score will appear on the leaderboard. It can encourage the player to play again for the best result. And this is the first game screen wireframe and also some gamification elements. And first I think of finish the game need to finish within limit time, and player need to hit the notes accurately, and the character will put their fuel inside the fire to keep it burned. And they need to tap the device to stimulate the motion of holding pan during rolling the rolling bean in the real world, and make sure every bean can share the same heat from the fire. And after that, in my second prototype game screen, and in the game the coach character hold different color code, and players need to find the character carrying the red code and on the red check when the red stone on the desk light up, and they have to pass the light red stone on the desk to receive the red code when it arrives. And the game will display great upon collect code selection, motivating continued play. And after collecting the correct code, other code will light up indicating that the player should click on the corresponding color stone, and the game will show excellent when the suitable code is chosen, and encouraging more gameplay. And during game, a fire up slogan will pop up to increase play engagement. And in the middle of the game, the combo time will suddenly appear, allowing players to continually tap the phone screen to select code and earn extra point. And after that, player can tap the phone screen continually to collect the code in the middle. And after the combo time, it will display the number of combos player achieve and add extra point to the score. And I have also added a section called Control the Temperature, and which will suddenly appear during the game and invites the player to roast the bean at the correct temperature. Player have to guide the opponent to the correct zone on the thermometer to roast the bean at the appropriate temperature. And it will have a success excellent slogan to encourage player to carry on. And after adjusting the temperature, the player can proceed with the game. And at last, when the 16 seconds have passed, ties up notice will appear, and that's the end of the game. And let's take a look with my final game preview. And that's the final game preview. And let's talk about the product education. And after the game, the details of coffee will be shown on player's mobile screen. It will display the coffee bean information, and player can download the coffee bean coupon and redeem the coffee bean or drink in the physical coffee shop. And why we need product education? And because it is very important, as it helps users to understand the value and applications of the coffee bean. This to inform purchasing decision and empower customer and build trust and fosters coffee bean loyalty. And it can educate users about the coffee bean and can enhance their coffee experience. Also encourage users to try new coffee bean spices and deepens user application for coffee culture. Now let's talk about the reward and leaderboard. And at the end of the game, the reward and leaderboard is mainly for players to check their score on the result page and choose to play again. And then go to the leaderboard page, the top 7 player score will appear on the leaderboard. And the leaderboard allow players to unlock their achievement and become the master of coffee. It can encourage players to replay the game to surpass their previous score or compete with friends for the best result, keeping them engaged until the activities end. And this is a very good idea to encourage players to become the master of coffee, which means help them to unlock the achievement. And that's the end of my basic concept. And at last, I want to have a special thanks to all my good mates. And let's take a look with our good presentation. And thank you.